One day I was outside with my son, and as he was on his bike, he was saying, "Daddy, Daddy, do you see me? Daddy, do you see me?" And I'm seeing him, I'm looking, I'm working at the same time. And he kept repeating, "Daddy, do you see me? Daddy, Daddy, do you see me?" In a blinking of an eye, I started to stare at my son, and I found myself going to back when I was a child on my bike and thinking my father was me. Just that quick, I began to think, man, I wish I could talk to my father one more time. And man, I was just thinking, as I was processing all of that, reflecting about my childhood, reflecting about the transition of my father in the month of May unexpectedly. Wasn't there to hold his hand, wasn't there to be by his side at the hospital. Me and my sister having to make a decision, and my brothers having to make a decision to pull the plug while he was on life support. And it dawned on me, sometimes in life, there are decisions, there are things that's happening all around us. And it just clicked that some things we have to snap out of. Some things we have to make a quick decision to snap out of. And I want to give you 3 ways to snap out of whatever thing that you're going through. Not saying that the situation isn't real, not saying that the situation did not cause trauma, not saying that what you're going through is irrelevant. But what I am saying, in this present life, if we don't make the healthy, proper decisions of life, of snapping out of it, moving forward, then we will be suffocated by that circumstance. And I want to give you 3 ways. The first way to snap out of it is, number 1, make a decision. Make a decision. Man, I'm telling you, that is so important. Make a decision. And let me be very clear. Make a healthy decision. Many times we get so stuck because we refuse to make a decision. And sometimes we don't want to make that decision because we like staying stuck in that emotional place. Sometimes in that emotional place it calls attention. Sometimes in that emotional place it calls for people to come and just rub us on our back or rub us across our hand or emotionally just be there. And those things, we need that. I'm not ignoring that. But many times, even in that, we still have to make a decision. Making a decision, I won't stay stuck in this place. Making a decision, I will live my life. Making a decision, if others don't want to grow, I'm going to grow. That's a personal decision that we have to make. The second way, in order to not stay to snap out of it, the second thing we have to do is we have to identify our vision. Man, I talk about vision all the time. Why? Because vision, the scripture says in the Bible that where there's no vision, the people perish. When we don't have vision, it's like me if I'm driving in a car. If I'm looking back all the time, if I'm continually looking back all the time and not looking forward, it's bound to be an accident. And I want you to understand, it's hard to snap out of things when you don't have vision. It's bound to be an accident. It's bound to be a collision in your life. It's bound to be some type of tragedy that's going to happen because you're not looking forward on your vision. Or that vision may be the trauma that occurred. But you got to have vision, realizing that this is the moment, this is the time, this is where I'm at in life, and I have vision. I'm going somewhere in life. Remember, you got to hold on to that like a pit bull. You got to hold on to that because you have to understand you're snapping out of this situation. And last but not least, this is one I love. One day I was at the school, and a teacher had a pizza party, and I walked in the class, and I said, man, I know she's not in here. I know she doesn't have pizza. I know I know she can't be in here because in my class she doesn't do anything. And the teacher said to me, and it still sticks with me to this day, she said, "Coach, don't take away her celebration victory. Let her have her moment." When she said that, it's something dawned on me in my head. Many times, in order to snap out of things, we have to keep ourselves from around people that wants to take away your celebration victory. Let me say that again. Be mindful of people that looks to steal your moment of victory. When she said that, I had to back off. I said, you right about that. She got the pizza in her mouth. She enjoying herself. And here I come messing up her pizza high. And many times we allow people to keep us in situations, and we allow ourselves to keep us in situations because we're allowing them to take away our victories. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself. And sometimes we look for the big victories, but we got to focus on the small victories, the small things. You went back to school, celebrate yourself. You lost 1 pound, celebrate yourself. You got on the treadmill yesterday, celebrate yourself. You can fit that shirt now, man, celebrate yourself. Your kids are now fussing you out and they're going to sleep when you're asking the first time, celebrate yourself. Your wife, she's not complaining, celebrate yourself, husband. Your husband is not complaining, celebrate yourselves, wives. We sometimes get so suffocated by the cares of life because we're looking for the big celebrations, but not just the one small little nuggets of celebrating. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself. I went to high school called Miami Northwestern, one of the greatest bands across the nation. Dum, 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 dum. Hey boys, dum, 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 dum. Let's go. Dum. Why I'm saying that? Because you got to celebrate yourself in this time. And let me tell you something. Trauma is real. Losing a loved one is real. We know those that have a relationship with Christ is in heaven. But it's very important that we got to snap out of it. We have to snap out of it. And I'm not talking about just the death of a family member. Sometimes it could be a death of a job. Sometimes it could be a death of a vision or a plan, a death of a project. But you got to snap out of it. This is your boy, Emerson James Morris. My daddy and my mama named me. But most of all, Christ named me. Which I love. And you understand that there's greatness is on you. This greatness is on you. Enjoy your week. Hey, Father's University is doing a book read tomorrow. Remember, it's important that we understand reading is the most important thing. One of the ways of breaking poverty is through education. I'm not the best reader, but I do know they that wait upon the Lord, they that wait upon to endure and to learn, to glean, to always want to focus to get to the next level. And that's how you grow. Have a good one.